Greetings, one and all. Aufft here, Quartermaster MHS Hysteria. Things have been kind of weird around here recently. And by that I mean weirder than usual. I mean with all the hoopla about us finding a lost city and then not finding a lost city, and now we're supposedly looking for people that have had their brains switched by aliens. Aliens! They exist, folks. Believe it. Not that this comes as a big surprise to me. I mean, I've seen some things. It was 1901, and I was in Wyoming, assisting in the management of a pub for a man with a wooden leg named Smith. What was the name of his other leg? I never found out. Ah, yes, Wyoming. I was hiding from Pinkert. I was getting away from it all. This tiny town was the perfect place for getting away from it all. And I mean, it was tiny. Its welcome to and thank you for visiting sign were the same thing. There was no radio, there was no newspaper, there were like 85 people, but fortunately for me, they were all drunk and I was the only source of liquor, so it kind of worked out. One night, I was up on the roof, looking at stars, when off in the distance I saw what appeared to be a shooting star, and I made a wish. Can't tell you what it was, though. It was about a week later. I was wiping down the bar about closing time, when suddenly there came a knock at the door. "I'm doing a log! We're closed!" I shouted. But whoever it was just kept knocking. So I went to the door to give this pest a piece of my mind. But when I opened the door, let's just say he wasn't a local. This thing was like this big, gray, oily, bear-sized lump thing with big dark eyes and a whole bunch of tentacles just flapping all over the place. And he was standing in the door of the bar that was owned by the man with a wooden leg named Smith. Now, I didn't know what it was, but I didn't like the look of it, and didn't have any ID, so it sure as sherbet wasn't coming into my bar. The creature reached for me with one of its tentacles, but I was too quick for it, smacked away the tentacle, and then drew my trusty Colt 45. I put 6 slugs into his lumpy gray head. Blam, 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 blam! Took him right out of commission. A few days later, I was headed into the big city for supplies. And I found out that the Earth had been invaded by Martians. Freaking Martians! From Mars! The planet Mars! Apparently, this was a whole big thing for about a week. These Martians landed on Earth in these big cylinder things and had been attacking major cities all over the globe with these superpowered giant tripod war machines. Apparently been going on for about a week. Suddenly, they all just started to die. Blam, blam! The newspaper said that the Martians had died of various microbial infections. Apparently there are no germs on Mars. So take that, Mars! We may not have 3-legged death machines. Well, most of us. But we will sneeze you to death all day long! Well, appears to be all the time I have today. Apparently, I have to go help the captain find some kind of monk because apparently his brain was switched with an alien. Yeah, hardly. This is Aufft, signing off. Colt 45. Works every time.